These are some things that silver stackers don't talk about, and this is why I've leaned more toward to be a gold stacker. How many dollars did silver lose today? Wow. So if you're new to silver stacking, this is normal. At the price level that silver is at above 50, it was. Now it's about 48. But that's a normal correction that happens. And it is basically happening because a lot of silver's been dumped. A lot. And these are some things that silver stackers don't talk about. And this is why I've leaned more toward to be a gold stacker. Because still, since last Friday's close, gold was, where it was at, $4,004. So I remember because I was at the Earl Brown show. Okay, gold went up that following Monday. I think it peaked at about 43.61 or something like that. Really high. That was like an all-time high. And it retracted. We had that big pullback today. And gold's still above $136 and change from last Friday's close, which is a positive. But silver went from $54.60 at the high of last Friday to $48 and some odd cents. That's a negative from the gain. It's gone. A lot of it's because of the refineries. They're just so backed up. They're backlogged right now. And I've been saying this many times. I know a lot of people just don't watch these videos, but this is the honest to God truth. There's a lot of silver in private hands, like people like me, people like you watching. You have silver. You're a coin collector. You're a silver stacker, a gold stacker. You have stuff in safes and you just hold on to it, right? A lot of people have that. And when the price gets to that point, they can liquidate and cash out. And that's what's happening everywhere. Until this blows over, the metals will rise again. And then the cycle will continue again. And I have no idea how many times these cycles will happen. The silver cycle will keep on happening over and over and over again. The price will get smacked down and smacked down because we don't have enough refineries to take the supply. There's so much demand for it to get melted when it gets sold when it's this high. It's just economical, okay? And so there's going to be a backlog, and it shows you how much silver is in private hands. There's a lot, and people don't want everybody to know about it. Being a content creator, that's a subject matter that we discuss here, and a lot of other content creators do as well, and they share their wealth. They share a couple coins or a couple bags of this and a tube of this, tube of that, just to get views. And that's totally understandable. It's totally acceptable. But a lot of people hide the fact that they have these things, which is very, very wise. You don't want people to know that so people don't rob you or whatever. You're not at a threat. But it just opens up your eyes to see what's going on in the world, how much silver actually is out there, and for them to just say, hey, we're not going to be melting this down anymore for the time being because we just got so much that we have to refine. So that brings the price down. And so right now, currently, with the spot price being where it is for silver and the buyback, it's two totally different things. It's literally, I think, $47.40 per ounce is your December's futures market. And the wholesalers will buy back from that even more. And so if you go to a dealer, they got to make their $3. So there's another $3 taken away from that because they have to ship it. Okay. So it has to be a sizable amount of constitutional silver. But smaller amounts, like say a small little baggie that you want to sell, they'll probably give you a better offer because they have a better chance of selling it at their shop or online because it's a smaller amount, which is an easy sell, mostly, that they think. But if you have, a 500 count of $50, that becomes a sizable amount that they need to ship the weight up to a wholesaler and get their check, and the offers aren't that great. And so that's why I would say now's not the time to sell it. You just hold on to it for a while, okay? You can buy whatever you want. Just for if you want my advice, I don't buy silver for spot at all. I won't. If I can get it for $3, $4, $5, $6, $7 back, then I'll consider it. That's just me. Um, my buddy, international stacker, he's been a stacker for a long time. I've heard him on a live stream. He says he started stacking silver at 13 an ounce. And that's really close to me because I was about 13.50. It must have been about the same year that I started as well buying constitutional silver, because at the time, that was the greatest thing ever, and there was big premiums on constitutional silver then. It rose and rose and rose by 2020. You're looking at $6 over melt for that. That's crazy, right? Nowadays, $1 back, that's your basically market for that. Crazy. That will change. Again, the silver cycle. Okay, people are dumping it, goes to a coin shop, goes to Refinery, goes back into the COMEX, price goes back up again, people dump it, cycle over again, over and over again. This could happen 20 times at this price level before it breaks through to 60. You guys understand what I'm saying? Even 70. I would use this time to buy gold. I really would. I think so. I think they're both fantastic investments. They're both very comparably increasing in value, both simultaneously on paper. They're very good. One's better than the other. One has a better offer than the other. Okay, gold will have a better offer physically at a shop versus silver at a shop physically. That's an honest fact. That's what's happening right now in the economy. That's why I say hold it. And I don't want to be narcissistic about it at all. I'm not better than anybody. No, I'm not. I just feel like this is a really good thing to do. And a lot of people like to analyze the gold to silver ratio. As you can see, it is widening right now. It is 85 to 1. Crazy. A few days ago, it was 83 to 1. A lot of people are still very, very bullish on the silver, and they think someday the ratio could go to 60 to 1. Do I think that's going to happen? Well, that's irrelevant if I think it's going to or not. It either does or doesn't. But primarily, I think it's highly unlikely at this point. I think we're going to keep getting those smackdowns constantly with silver for X amount of time. As the silver cycle keeps going and people keep dumping it, the price rises, they dump it. The price rises, they dump it, the price goes down. It keeps doing that. Okay, so that's my little spiel about the market going on currently in October 2025. I just feel like it's just being manipulated by so many different places, and it just has to. It's an economic twist, I have to say, an economic twisting that's happening because you want to get a better offer, but they're just so backlogged that they just bring that price down to try and make you uninterested in selling, to keep you from selling because they don't need it anymore. That's one reason. But a lot of got sold in China overseas last night, and it really smacked the price down today. But it's only one day. It's only one day, folks. It'll come back up again. Everything's down, not just silver. Okay, gold's down. A lot of stocks are down. Dow Jones is down. S&P 500 is down. Crypto's down a little bit. Okay, it's just a down day. So look on the bright side. We'll have a sunny, shiny day again, and things will be going in the upward direction. You can count on that, and I'll see you next time. Numismatic Stacker, signing out.